Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. It is a Thursday. It is the 25th of October, the day before my birthday. The 17th. It is 6:17 a.m. and I have a sleepy little boy in my hand now. He was in my pocket, and I took him out of my pocket, and he is a sweetie. I literally just woke him up. Reached into his cage and woke him up. So I'm just going to really quickly show him off, and then I'm going to let him go back to bed because he's tired and he's a good little guy. So here's little Cookie / Dr. Snurf. Here we go, little guy. Thank you. Thank you so much, little guy. So I pull my lid back so that he's got it set dark. And hopefully, I mean, now that he's awake, he's going to probably go drink, maybe eat something, run around a little bit, maybe, but hopefully he'll go back to his nest. And my shirt is, it's a circus tent. This is going to have to be one of these that I get rid of. This is a 3X. But most of my shirts are a 3X. Most of my clothes are hand-me-downs from my shirts are hand-me-downs from my brother-in-law. And 3X is tight on my brother-in-law. So I don't know. Is he technically my brother-in-law still? I mean, my wife died, so, but, yeah. Anyway, though, one of the things I'm going to go do is go talk to my brother-in-law and such, because under the influences of people that have helped me move into here and all that, well, sort of bad blood between I and my brother-in-law's family, but only because I sort of cut ties a bit, and now I'm sorry that I did that, because really the people that were helping me but not helping me at the same time. So I need to go talk to them. I don't really like my brother-in-law. Neither did my wife. She hated him with a passion, and my wife didn't hate anybody in the world. Before they got married? Yeah, before my brother-in-law and his wife got married, my wife had pitched a phone book across the room at his head once. So, and it's not like it was just her. He is banned from many places in town because he's just, nobody wants to deal with him. He can't even go to his church. He's banned from his church. He can't go to church. So what do? He's opinionated, shall we say. Which is fine. It's just driving me nuts the way this is not working. Also, yesterday, I went and dropped off my midterms ballot. I actually voted. Son of a gun. Now in Washington State, there's nothing really controversial or crazy going on. There's just vote for a few people and a few measures. It was just a two-sided ballot, and half of one side was instructions on how to vote. And they couldn't even fill up both sides of the ballot. So, not a highly contested state, but I voted, and that's a good thing. You know, I'm not part of the problem, neither am I part of the solution, but still. At least I exercised my constitutional right to vote that I'm lucky to have. Which is good. It's also weird, especially in the United States, you get to see the big differences between the two branches of government. I mean, two branches, the two big parties in government. There's the Democratic side, which is urging everyone to go out and vote. And they're just saying, get out there and get the vote. And they're getting people on the ground to go out and vote. And on the Republican side, well, we've got things like people being caught on tape saying things like, well, you know, if people exercise their constitutional right to vote, we are in trouble. What are we going to do about that? and all this voter suppression and people cut off the voting rolls and polling places being taken out of town so that you have to walk out of town where there's no bus routes if you want to go vote. Oh, it's only the Latino population that has the polling places shut down. And places where they're taking elderly black people to vote, they're stopping the buses and taking the people off the buses so they can't vote. Huh, one side's trying to get people out voting, one side is doing their damnedest to make sure people can't vote. Thumbs up. Which, of course, remembering, it's all two heads of the same beast. You know, the monster in Washington, D.C. is just a ravenous creature. It's one monster with two heads. Just remember that the big difference between the two heads is the D-sided head tries to cultivate people for the future. Yes, you want to make sure that there's going to be poor people for tomorrow so that you can devour them. But that's for tomorrow, so you don't eat everyone. Whereas the R-sided head these days is just so thumbs up. Anyway, though, that's enough of politics. This ties in with my day today. Being busy can be a very good thing in moderation. For myself, if I slow down right now at this point in my life, then all of everything I'm not ready to start feeling yet comes crashing in. I am just flooded with feelings of being empty and hollow and broken, and it's not good feelings. So I have got so much lag going on. It's like I'm not watching a seamless, nice flowing video. I'm seeing a whole bunch of still shots moving across the screen. So if this doesn't work, I am so sorry. I don't know why my system's lagging out again. Or should I say always. Yeah, this is just a series of, like, instead of one nice motion, it's like still shots I can see moving like that. Oh joy. But then these days, if I open up like Chrome, the browser, with 3 tabs open, it uses up 2 gigabytes of RAM. And if I have Firefox, because I have Firefox, Opera, and Chrome open at the same time, and if I have 2 tabs open on 3 browsers, that's 8 gigabytes of RAM being used up. And that's nuts. Your browser shouldn't have to eat that much RAM. But they do. Firefox is a hog. Chrome is just a pig. Opera's, I don't like it. As computing power has gone up, you haven't had to optimize your coding because the power of the hardware picks up the inefficiencies of the software. So no one needs to optimize. Yes, there are people that optimize, but a lot of people, you've got a deadline. You've got to make it work. And human society, human effort, human beings, we go for, does it work? And if it works, then we stop. So the software works. Does it work well? Well, that's not what you asked for. Does it work efficiently? You didn't ask for that. You know, does it work well on that? You didn't ask for that. And so our software is bloated, fat, heavy. Our software today runs user interface wise, in many cases, run just as slow today as they did a decade ago, because as the hardware has gotten more powerful, the software has gotten more bloated and slow. Oh well, life is life. I'm in kind of a hurry today because, of course, I have therapy, but more than that, it's 6:27 right now, and I've got to be out of here at like 7:45 because I've got to go and write a check. My credit union will cover checks up to -500. I'm at minus 300 and some, but I need gas. So I'm going to go even more negative because I've got to get there. And not only do I have to drive a 50-mile round trip from here to Olympia and back, 4 o'clock today, I've got an appointment at the American Lake Veterans Administration Medical Center. And that's about 45 miles away. So that's a 100-mile round trip. That's a lot of gas. So it's going to be fun today. Especially since I left notes down on the calendar because my housemates use my vehicle. I've put notes on the calendar saying 4 o'clock I've got to be there, so if they need the vehicle, it's like I need that car. So thumbs up for that. Gotta leave a nice little extra note down there on the calendar for when I go off to my appointment. I have a feeling it's still not going to be good. It's been up there. I let people know when these things are going to happen, so it's not a surprise. I'm always picking at this, and I'm sorry. What I have there, I have a little tiny bead of callus right there, just on the point, where that's where my hand presses downward when I'm using my mouse or whatever, so it skates on this, and so there's a little bead of callus underneath there. And with pressure, of course, it hurts, but it's just a little, it's tiny. It's like this much of a chunk of pencil lead. Just a little tiny thing, because that's where my hand presses. And so when you see me digging and poking at it, that's all I'm doing. And yes, thank you so very much for coming along with me on this journey of exploration. I know I ramble, and sometimes I'm so boring, I'm amazed anybody watches at all, but thank you so much for doing so. Again, and I know I explain this probably every day to the point that that's why people stop watching, but I have to bubble sort my brain. Thank you very much. And I know for the people that have watched a lot, hearing that again and 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 again is boring, but the thing is, there's always new people. And just because they're new doesn't mean that they shouldn't hear things. It's just that for the people that have heard it, it makes it very, very repetitive. And for that I apologize. Because I do thank you, each and every one of you. I watch a lot of videos, and I know that nobody has to watch me. The fact that people do is awesome. Thank you so very, very much. It is appreciated to no end. There was something else I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember. So, looking to the side, let's make sure we get one of these Be Happy pop-up cards open. I've been trying to do all 30 of them. It's taking me longer than a month because I keep forgetting. Savor the moment. It doesn't say that on your side. It says that on my side. Savor the moment and be happy. But oh yeah, another minor story I want to tell. I got this in my hand, I'll remember. I had my oil rig because at the beginning of this month, I spent a little bit of money on the most cheap-ass stuff I could find to get an oil rig so that I can get oil dabs, TAT oil dabs. So I found like a $20 silicone oil rig and a cheap-ass like $10 torch. So I can take oil hits, TAT oil hits on my own now. And that's good. In fact, I slept last night, and then with some extra THC stuff, I slept great. It was awesome. I even woke up. When I woke up, I didn't hurt. But I was putting it away because I don't like to just keep it out in the middle of everything. I don't want it to get knocked over, and I don't want the cat to knock it over. And the place is it's a mess anyway. It's a tiny little thing, and I got a studio and hamster cages. I got to work real hard every day to make sure it's not a mess, so I got to put stuff away. As I was putting it away, there was a movement from these cobwebs that are there. And it was a spider. There was a real spider running around in there, and I'd put down my oil rig, and it brushed up against the spider webs, and the spider was running around, and I went, oh no, I'm so sorry. And so I moved the oil rig out of there, and I moved it to the side, because it's like, I'm sorry, little miss, I didn't mean to tear up your web, because they take a lot of time and effort to put their webs up. And I went and tore part of it down. I am arachnophobic. I am frightened of spiders, but I do not hate them. And so I like them when they're in the room. I got a spider up in that corner. I got a spider up in that corner. They eat bugs. Their webs are just filled with bugs. Dead bugs. Pop. Do not wait for life. Do not long for it. Be aware, always and at every moment, that the miracle is in the here and now. And that is very true. Don't wait for life. Don't sit and wait for life to happen to you. You have to go and hunt it down. Because it's not going to just come to you. There is no point or meaning or plan to life. So go out, grab the moment. Otherwise, it's going to pass you by. So thumbs up on that. Now, I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments to my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people. It is a range because, of course, even though I count in American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, with my fibro, THC use, depression, post-acute withdrawal syndrome, widower brain, and more, I got issues. I'm getting better, but right now I forget stuff. And if I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. As an American English speaker, I do my best, but... And of course, I am not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. So good comment, bad comment, indifferent comment. The fact is you left me a comment. Thank you very much. I have good peripheral vision. So sometimes when I look at a name, I see part of the comment. So that's why I'll occasionally say something. But on the whole, unless I see it through peripheral vision, I'm not reading it right now. So we have Metalhead Issue 6661, who actually just said, you just lost a subscriber. To which my comment is, well, I'm not for everyone, so have a great day. And Alex, thank you very, very much. Gustavo Cruz Zamora, greatly appreciated. Rumford Chimpanstein. I like that name very much. And Super PP29, thank you very, very much. JMC ASVP, greatly appreciated. Taco. Well, K-pop, it's only 2 days a week. So, it happens. And Fun, P-H-U-N, thank you very, very much. Official Aaron, greatly appreciated. Like seeing your name in the comments. No, thank you very much. Jasper Valino, I sure hope I'm close. Jarina Shemi, I sure hope I'm close. So many names that I don't know how to pronounce properly. Loretta Blacks, thank you very, very much. Don Nile, greatly appreciated. Ryan Harris, thank you very much. And then it looks... There is a comment, not a comment, a non-English letter, and then Den. Thank you very, very much. And just another emote, thank you, greatly appreciated. And One Silhouette, thank you very, very much. Brian Glenn, thank you very, very much. Pandora NYC1, greatly appreciated indeed. Ban fucking Kai, thank you very much. The Unforgiven Son, greatly appreciated. ARY, Ari, ARY, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, but thank you very, very much. Kyle Higgins, greatly appreciated. Alejandro Arredondo, I always have trouble switching from 22 to 23 and 24, and I don't know why. So if I missed that, my apologies. And then last but not least, VJR, greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you, you get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with actual people. Thank you very, very much. And of course, you can check out my various links. I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. Soon I'm going to get my new blog down there as soon as I start writing on it. Definitely a thumbs up. And again, my thanks to Brian Glenn, who's been doing a lot of work on that. So definitely a thumbs up and greatly, greatly appreciated. And of course, if you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes, I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. And if you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. If you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you don't want to. I mean, look and listen to me. I'm an old rambly guy who can barely keep his thoughts together. So thank you, each and every one of you, those that watch. It is appreciated to no end. I'm trying my best not to be homeless, and each of you out there are helping me do that by watching my videos, by donating to my GoFundMe campaign, and by being my Patreon.com patrons. If it weren't for you all, I'd be homeless, and I appreciate that to no end. Thank you. Oh, shucks. I gotta hurry up and get this edited, and then take on off to my appointments. I doubt I'm going to get much more done today past this, but we shall see. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing. Definitely a thumbs up.